Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Remnant from the Ashes here in MurrOtter. I'm Matt, and today we're going to continue our adventure on. We saved the Root Mother, and now we need to find the Keeper of the Labyrinth. Now, I don't quite know if we were given instructions on exactly what that means, or where to go, or how, or when, or why, or where. But I figure we can kind of run around here. I was also told by my man Joe that I did miss one little thing down in the basement here. If it takes a long time for me to get there, I'll go ahead and just cut it to where I'm walking up on it. However, after that, we'll run back and try to see what's up with this keeper. I realize we have no specific clue as to where he or she might be. However, I figure somebody might have the clues. You know what? That's what we're in the game to do, is explore. Now, the thing that we missed in one of the previous episodes, you noticed I came and I thought there was a potential secret. Oh, wait. That might be one. Was this even locked? I don't remember if it was locked. Joe mentioned I could break a window and jump in. I don't know. Joe Diamond, who had told us about... Oh, yeah, that's like fully locked. I don't know if Joe realized another spot I was mentioning that I was hoping we could get to, though, was the fan area. Which that I still don't think I have an answer to. And that part's still locked as well. So when it comes to stopping the fans, I think maybe the secret's not here. Ooh, we also have the tarnished ring, which I gotta think, since I can't equip it, perhaps somebody in the base knows what's up with that. Or maybe I can trade it. I gotta learn the woman's name who isn't McCabe. I know Riggs. I know Reggie. I know McCabe. I know Ford. I know the Root Mother. I do not know the woman's name who is willing to give me iron when I'm just shy of what I need for an upgrade. So I would like to learn that. I don't like being in a place where I don't know the names. It makes me feel uncomfortable in the workplace. And that's not something anybody needs to feel in the year 2019. If anybody does know how to proceed through the fan down in this area, please go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'll do it in a future episode. I don't want to take up too much time tonight with y'all of just running around and redoing the same stuff we've done in previous episodes. But Joe did point out that you could get through that room there with the window, and I wanted to make sure that we went ahead and did it. All right. You, ma'am, will you take my ring? Will you marry me?
That, Root Mother? She ain't all there, is she? Rambling on about constructs and dreamers? Well, anyway, as long as she's fighting on our side, I'm not complaining.
I like it. I'm going to try to see if I can
Any
exhaust all
scrounge?
dialogues. That's all she has.
Take
Okay,
care, then.
so that's not an option for her. Reggie, my boy, you want a ring?
Our new lady friend isn't too chatty, but I think she'll settle in just fine.
He looks like Apollo Creed.
Folks are keeping their distance. She's got a otherworld feel about her. I reckon she's wiser than all of us put together. All right. Ward 13. What can't I tell you? Well, a lot, actually. The ward's been here since the world fell. Took on by Commander Andrew Ford. May he dream in peace. Story goes the other wards were overrun. But not this one. Oh, no, not this one. Oh, I don't like to gossip, but you twist my arm. McCabe's rough around the edges. I reckon she don't mind the company here. Riggs, he'd give you the shirt off his back if you asked. Bo, don't have much experience, but he's keen to do right by the ward.
I don't know, Bo.
Ace is friendly enough. Oh, she keeps her cards close to her chest.
Ace. Maybe that's her.
Poor boy. He's just settling in. We'll do our best by him. But that's a thread not easily tied. Ellen? Damn fine leader. Granddaughter of the founder Ford. She's seen us through some hard times. She might not admit it, but she's done some fine work with the hand she was dealt. Oh, hey, not much to tell about old Reggie. My story is like so many out there. Loss, hunger, fear, and by providence, I found my way here. The last bastion of kindness and light. Searching my life. Before this place is like reaching through an endless fog. I do remember a ring I wore once.
Hey,
greatest treasure. The last remnant of an old tale.
I have some for you, Reggie boy.
But it's lost now. Like so many memories. Anything else you need? Bless the Lord. I don't believe it.
What are you going to give me?
There's no shortage of miracles about you. Oh, happy day. Thank you. My darling Francis. Now there was a light in the dark. Her laugh made even the shadows wither away. This was her mother's ring. When I gave it to Fran, she said Mama's spirit ain't heavy at all. Oh, when I lost Fran too, I wish the world would swallow me whole. Only thing that kept me was knowing that as long as I wore the ring, I carried them with me. And Fran was right. Their spirits ain't heavy at all.
That's a cool story.
You done me a world of good bringing them home to me. Keep carrying that light in the dark.
I like Reggie. Oh, and he gave me Scavenger. A new
Take care,
a
friend.
new trait I can put stuff into. I like that. I like the way that the traits that you can unlock are kind of determined by things you find in the world. I gotta think there's more than just one more to be found, though. But I think that's cool. It's kind of based on your play style. What does it do? Scrap boost. Increase the amount of scrap. So the amount of souls basically you get. I'm going to go ahead and put something into that. What was this one again? Increases range damage reduction. The Mother's Blessing. Control reactor Ward 13 research. Okay.
Hold there.
So I've exhausted those two dialogues. I just want to make sure the mother has nothing else to say. Other than how she can't help me.
The portent returns. Ask. I have lost much since the war began, but I have gained much in return.
Oh, this is too much. I'll just do a couple, and we'll do some more later. Oh, she tells me how to find the labyrinth.
Look to a great shimmering light in the sky. The path to its source is protected by a monstrous root creature. Slay the beast, seek the light beyond, and the keeper of the labyrinth will make himself known to you.
So I'll just ask questions based on what I need to know for this next thing. So I want to know who the labyrinth is and what the root is.
A gatekeeper, a protector, one and the same. The root stakes a claim that must not be. The keeper alone stems the flood. But for how long? What makes a god? Power is relative. Worship, fickle. Creation is common, precious. You can believe the Keeper trades no stock in godhood, bound only by timeless duty.
Okay, I'll ask more questions later.
Very well. To fare at all is well, child.
Thank you, Root Lady. You're very creepy. Okay, so nobody else is going to have hints. I guess I got to go back out. Now, what's the most open area? We have two options. We could do outside the church, although that's kind of confined, I think, by... Well, maybe now that we've had the cutscene with her, perhaps that tree that cut off our path by the church will have opened up. That's going to be my guess. It's the most forward-facing one, and it's outside, and we'll be able to see if we can see the light. If not, we'll go back to the first checkpoint, since that has more outdoor space as well. I kind of like that your hint about how to proceed is anecdotal rather than just laid out to you. That feels Souls-ish. However, there is a route still covering my path, even though that seems like the way forward, at least on a map. So that is not our way forward. I don't think there's some secret inside the church. Oh, yeah. No, there is. There certainly is a really clear way forward in the hole that was blown out by that woman. Which means that the linear version, or the linear layout of this game kind of continues a little bit more. A little disappointing still. Just in that I wish it was a little more like open world or at least hub and spoke, but so far it has been kind of a straight line, both within dungeons and outside of them. That's okay. It's just a different kind of layout. I mean, in some ways, a lot of the later Souls games, like Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, they became relatively linear compared to 1. 1 was open world, 2 was hub and spoke. Shit, Demon Souls had levels. From the ashes, find the keeper of the labyrinth. I'm just touching this to touch it. I don't think there's any point to. I don't need to go back, obviously. But I'm treating it like a bonfire that I need to light. I don't see any beacons in the sky yet. But I'm determined to find them. I am excited that I mentioned this in the previous episode to... Oh, you look like a... That's a new enemy type. I am excited to get out of the streets. I'm a little bit bored with the like apocalyptic streets and buildings. I'm hoping that they'll begin to mix that up a little bit as we push our way on. Only because it feels too familiar now. But having new enemies helps. They have some ranged weapons though. I like that it's some more gunplay. Damn it. Who's still shooting at me? Oh, somebody in the streets. Alrighty. We're doing okay. I'm curious about if your mods are damage based. Mother's ring, a new ring. Does that mean I actually have to make a choice about what rings I wear now? No. It's gonna be story based. Dang, I got pumped. Oh no, maybe not. Reduces incoming range damage by 15%. Earned experience by 15%. Well, dang, now we gotta make choices. I like an increased evade window. And I like increased experience. Who saw me? Oh my, new big boy. Who apparently seems to be able to summon root damage. I like that enemy a lot. I really, really like that enemy a lot. He's gonna keep me moving. I mean, I can see when I get ganked by it, how much I'm gonna hate it. One thing that is interesting about the previous episode that I'm kind of hoping you guys noticed, but did you all see how close I came to beating the Root Mother fight? Alright, I deserve to die there. I didn't notice until I went back to put it up and I was watching to see some of those fights I lost. There was 2 times in which she had fired off her wind damage to blow up the church. And we were at 0 seconds. And all I had to do is, quote unquote, make it back to Root Mother. And the enemies hang out for a couple seconds. It happened, same thing happened on my final go where I actually won. But yeah, so she's hanging out there and blows up the church. And there were times where that was done. I got the new objective point in my bar under my map. But alas, I couldn't hold off the enemies for that, like, sort of like purgatory 5 seconds. Oh, I just tried to melee. Forgot that to melee I just gotta let go. What is their range? Okay, so I said I like those enemies and I do like the concept. You just have to not stand still, but I thought you had to be like in the same place for them to be able to put that root rod on you. But that is not the case. Holy shit, y'all. I mean, that stuff has some distance on it. Alright, I don't like them anymore.
Here they come.
Who? It does seem that this game has committed to the idea that it will be about amounts not about, like, oh my god, I killed you, I thought. Fuck, man. I'm really wasting ammo here. Or heals, I should say. I actually might go ahead and die.
Trouble.
I feel like I'm starting to kind of dislike the way in which they sort of seem to make it about the pure number of enemies rather than like making the enemy fighting styles more difficult. Like I'm very appreciative that we finally have new enemy types here. However, they're not particularly difficult aside from the captains. The captains always seem to have interesting fight mechanics. They require like dodging, but just give me like one or two of those to deal with, you know, instead of like a gank fest wherein I have like no options, or I'm getting blindsided. Like I can't observe enemy patterns and adapt or anything like that because it's more just like you get lucky enough to not get seen by enemies who can kill you. And fuck, I went right through the rot, and that's less interesting to me is all. It's totally fine. I get why somebody would be into it. It's just, oh my god, you fucker. Does this cure infection? Yes, it does. Okay. I'm going over into this house. I'm going to use it as my reset time. Things are looking grim. I do have to remember you have buffs sometimes, though, in your pocket, and I don't always use those properly. This dead spot on my joystick, it's like it won't move, jerks across the screen.
Come on.
One other thing I was noticing a little bit about my game in particular that I hope I can remember when the action here is over. My dude just took cover. I like that. I didn't expect any like cover-based combat.
Oh,
It surely isn't over, my good man. Is that my game was a little bright, so I'm gonna take it down a little bit. In the hopes it'll look a little bit better for you all. I think there was another captain around here, right? Yep, there it is. I am thankful they do that.
damn, all out.
Incoming another luminite crystal. Oh shit. All right. What's making those little yells? Oh, something's behind me. Oh boy. I forgot I have a sniper now. I wonder what that's like. I'm going upstairs a little bit until the dust settles. How would he have known I was here? That would have been a good hiding spot if this was Fortnite. I'll tell you right now, I'm no expert. I'm telling you where the good hiding spots are in Fortnite. Got a nice little balcony here. I still don't see our beam of light, but I guess that makes sense. It's probably something we're working our way toward. doubt there's probably much else up here. I just want to make sure, though, that we're clearing our map. Holy cow. Are you the bartender? I'm out of ammo. Well, that's new. Time to melee. I forgot about that. Does meleeing get us ammo back, or what's going to be my way to regain ammo? I do have a heal on that gun. I have 19 shots left. Things are going to get dicey. Those are creepy sort of ambient sounds that those enemies make. I like that. Hey, dude.
Trouble.
Fucking Christ. Alright, well, we're going to do that like that, and I now have heated bullets, which is fine. That'll finish this pile off.
Come on.
What are you? What was that guy? He looked like he was ready to catch fire. Alright, I got some more handgun ammo. And more aluminite crystals. Alright, so I can change my weapons now. Drop an RB to heal here for a sec. Get a free heal out of this handgun. I wish you could cut it off. Can you? No. That'd be dope, though, if you could save up some of it when you don't need it anymore. Now we need some shotgun ammo, though. Alright, we made it across the map in some form or another. We are finding a lot of iron, so weapon upgrades will be an option. These are kind of, I mean, I guess like I mentioned I didn't want to be outside anymore, but they are kind of forcing you more inside the buildings. Still not ideal because you've seen similar environments, but I'm ready for a pretty big tonal change, but I imagine that will come when we find the Keeper. We've already read that there's like other dimensions and like potentially interdimensional travel. I imagine that leaves the door open for a lot of possibilities of new environments. Before I push much on over in that direction, I want to go back the way that we could have forked back here because we didn't use it. These open field situations are where I really wish I had the mouse and keyboard set up. Because like right now, getting to aim at that guy is actually a bit of a chore. But we're okay. Alright, who else is here? Anyone? Kind of a lot of big open spaces at times. Where it doesn't feel like it's super intentional. So that leads me into a conversation I've been wanting to have about this game. I was a little bit, I wanted to hold off a little bit to see how it actually felt in practice. And the game does have like a cohesive story, it feels like you're pushing towards something. You're finding NPCs, you're finding bosses. So there is an interesting rhythm. Yes, you're right. A big butt is coming. And I cannot lie. But I have a bit of a problem when games feel like they're procedurally generated for no reason. Now, I understand there are fun things like going into your friend's game and finding items that aren't in yours, or excuse me, or going into New Game Plus and continuing to build off of your game by fighting new bosses and enemies and locations that you hadn't seen before in your initial playthrough. The problem is that, to me, especially, this is the thing, especially in a Souls-like game or an action game, sometimes it makes me feel as if the layout of the level is not deliberate. You can tell when a person has made something to have a certain feel, a loop around, a design, and interconnectivity, like a cohesiveness. And when... Oh, I just kind of want to know where this goes. And when a person, or excuse me, when a computer has done it, like when it's just elements that are pasted together, but the whole isn't as cohesive as it could be. And I think that's something that I'm starting to feel a little bit of here that I didn't expect to feel. What is this area?
Ugh, that smell.
Junktown. What have we found? Like a new NPC? Like a character?
Quiet. Quiet.
Who are you, dude?
Where'd you come from? What do you want? Hurt him. No, don't hurt him. Don't know him. Don't wanna. Nothing. Nobody. Just a host. Just a host. Just shut up. Voices. It's the voices. Millions of them all connected, all seeing, all talking over each other until they speak as one, and then I can't. I can't.
Okay.
Help. Help. Beyond help. The world's gone to hell. God, the Destroyer, he sees you. He knows what you're doing. They all know. Forget. Yeah, forgot everything. I forget nothing. The Oak is all. Oak is all. The Oak's watching, huh? It's always watching. 1,000 eyes, mouths whispering, waiting. Whisper. No, I found nothing, saw nothing, hear nothing. But whispers.
Is that Root taking over?
You gotta go. Don't wanna. Don't you make me. Don't ask again. No. Ow!
Am I hurting like an innocent dude right now, though? New item, the Twisted Mask, and I got a quest complete out of that. Who wanted that? Sorry, I was dead silent. I was stunned by everything that was happening. Character. Do I want to wear it, though? Slowly regenerates health over time. Well, I want that. Will it make me go nuts, though, dude? I mean, my health bar is technically filling up slowly. Well, that was a fun little secret. As I said before, when I was all like, oh, sometimes these games don't feel intentional. I mean, they are doing a good job about placing things where you can still find secrets, but that doesn't take away that it doesn't always feel like intentionally laid out. You can feel a little bit of the RNG. I don't think it's necessarily bad. It just takes away like an element of what I enjoy about Souls, like, which is the interconnected levels and the exploration rewards. However, as you just saw, exploration rewards aren't necessarily lacking. That's like definitely one of the bigger exploration rewards we've received so far. We received a gun or something like that when we found the grave of the like hunter or the keeper of that underground fortress. I also feel like when there are forks in the roads, they've done a good job of rewarding you or not having it like feel too long and endless. I did not rest, right? Like, don't tell me that the people are back. We'll know in a sec. Okay, seems like we're okay. That looked like a book that might have had lore. God, there's just so much to explore in this game. I'm curious how they went about putting together their interconnected levels. Like, are they squares, like of pieces of maps that you could potentially get, or like it's all the way down to like the actual layout is just completely RNG, or is it like tiles, like you're playing a board game? All right, well, we'll go this way. I'm a little confused by the map right now. What? Okay. I need to take a look at my map. Okay, so I've kind of made like a big circle around the potential direction you can go. I do want to kill this guy. Mostly just so I'll know. I like that your reticle turns red when somebody steps into it.
You bastard.
But anyway, just so I can... Killing enemies for me is sort of my like breadcrumb in Dark Souls. Just so it's like if you stumble back on an area, you know you've been there or not. I thought I saw someone in here. Could have been my reflection, I suppose. Yeah, it actually was. That's cool. All right, who was shooting at me? The guy over here? I didn't even see his health bar yet. Don't you know which way I'm coming from, you motherfucker? It's a surprise attack! And you got your dick shot.
Oh. It's over.
Okay, so... Ooh, a purple item. That looks like it could be a trait point. I'm gonna melee it. What? Actually didn't know I was out of heal. A Tome of Knowledge. I don't know that I need Shadow Walker. I'll put one into having less range damage as I'm getting pelted from afar. Seems now's as good a time as any. There's new map in all three directions. I'm going to do the new map that's directly behind me in the hopes that maybe it circles back to connect. But I also would not be upset if we found a checkpoint, seeing as we've done a lot of exploring now. I feel like a lot of this has been... Oh. I hear the sounds of my enemies. Oh shit, I have vials. I'm gonna come in here and pop one. My helmet isn't regenerating my health fast enough for my particular tastes. Okay, the way forward would be this way. At least based on my map discoverability so far. I still see no shining beacon. I mean, there's a light source over that way, but I assumed it was a sun. That takes us down in like a pit of some type. Having no heals and being in a canyon, an unfamiliar canyon at that, is a scary video game predicament. I do not like that sound either. We come across a captain, we're going to be in a tight spot without having any heals. We have vials, but they don't necessarily heal you quick enough. What are you? What are you?
And stay down!
Alright, so what is this direction? An old checkpoint? Or a new one. New? I don't think we've been here before. Okay, we found it. I'm not gonna rest yet, though. I want to know what's this way. There's slightly more to discover out here, in my opinion. If we go straight across. So that's my plan. And I think that is what we will do to wrap up this episode. Just finish exploring the path to the Keeper. Anything up top here? I just want to check all the levels. I mean, we've now been rewarded with enough secrets where I'm like a little bit incentivized to be like, oh, there's some undiscovered map this away. And the problem here with this one too is it's multi-floored, so like you can't just leave it. Okay, let's go downstairs, see what's down there, and then call it a day if we don't find anything. And we'll work our way back to that new checkpoint. This has been an interesting area, for sure. I feel like I'm constantly running out of stamina. My cats are fighting right now. It's scaring the shit out of me. Can't have that shit while you're playing a spooky game. Don't you know anything, cats? Okay, so there is a new map ahead. Prepare to die. I just don't want a captain.
Stay down!
Uh-oh, that was one of them. That's the sound of a captain. It is a cool little... I'm glad they have it, is all I'm going to say. As opposed to not having it. Oh, it's that captain. You aren't the captain I expected, Captain. Hey, cats, if you could stop killing each other right now, that'd be really good. Your dad's dying in here. There we go. Get those heals on. Just do some DPS trading. Oh shit, while a sniper baddie coming for me. Get out of here, sniper baddie. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have the ability to reload right now. That's my ammo situation.
Whoa.
There we go.
It's over.
I wish captains dropped like better gear. Like maybe they would drop the thing you need to upgrade your dragon hearts or... Oh, nice. This is our only chest of this episode. This has been necessary, y'all. Okay. Okay, okay. Can you climb up this? No. I have conceded the high ground, it appears. I don't like that. But I suppose it's only fair. That is Souls-like. There is not a jump button. This ain't Sekiro. Okay, I think we've looped back to connect our map on that particular spot. Whoa. There's Trip there? In which case now, it's just about what's over this way.
Who's next?
Those dudes look like the robots from like Star Wars Episode 2 and 3. Where are you, dude? Are we playing Ring Around the Rosie? Oh, you're hiding.
And stay down!
You little bitch. Alright, what's back this way?
Oh, it's over.
Ooh, there is a path up over here. Man, there's so much temptation. I want to see. We now have multiple teleporters. Well, if there's a teleporter up here. I guess I don't technically know that. What's in here?
Go on, kill him. Smells down here.
That was a human. I don't feel good about killing people, dude.
I'll get him.
It's like a hideout. I did not expect human enemies.
I smell trouble.
What am I doing in here? Like, where am I going?
You're about to die, stranger.
All right, I think this is going to be what we do in our next episode. I think I'm going to rest and tackle whatever the hell this is. Feels like a side quest kind of thing, and then we'll go back and continue forward toward the light. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. If you want to see more from us, hit subscribe. We'll have new episodes every single day in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you again next time.